Hello and welcome to another exciting episode on Relationship Gist here at VOS TV. You know what we do here when it's relationship, there's always something interesting to talk about, and today we'll be looking at prenuptial agreement. I mean, this is something that has been asked before if it causes divorce. You know, and we are here in the studio to talk about yes. And I'm not the only one in the studio today. I'm here with Benahi Onofe, a regular face, someone you know, and I'm also here with Rono Otaibo. I got that right? Yes, of course I did. All right, and nice to have you ladies in the studio today. You guys are looking beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Thank you for coming again. And you know the topic for today, which is prenuptial agreement. That's what we're talking about today. So what would you say prenuptial agreement is to you?
Basically, prenuptial agreement is the agreement between couples, or should I say boyfriend and girlfriend, that want to actually get married. The agreements they have in order to secure their assets and probably financial statuses before they go into marriage. Before they go into marriage?
Yeah. All right. So, Benahi, what would you say prenuptial agreement is?
Like you said, prenup or prenuptial agreement is like a premarital contract done by both parties, usually before they get married. Actually, it's done before they get married, you understand? And it's to secure, like you said, their financial status, or financial security. Majorly, it's about their assets. Yeah. So that's what prenup is basically.
Okay, here I have it. An agreement made by couple before they marry concerning the ownership of their respective assets should the marriage fail. You know, I asked a question before that: are we expecting a marriage to fail? Because is that what prenup is looking at? Because they are entering this agreement before they actually get married. Are they entering the agreement with the hope to fail? Because I also saw another definition. Whilst they are in cooperative minds. So if you can cooperate to actually break your marriage, is that what prenup is? Or please correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, according to what prenup is, like we said already, prenup originally, or it's this mindset that you can never be too sure, because many persons want the happy ever after marriage. Nobody plans for a divorce, nobody plans for separation, but persons who how will I put it, who engage in this agreement have it that, well, let's be safe to them, let's safeguard our property, let's safeguard our assets, you understand? So they go into this agreement that I'm not planning to separate or get divorced or something like that, but we can never be too sure, because our interest at the long run will change, you understand? Maybe my fall out of love.
But is it supposed to be like that?
Well, this is a controversial
You know, the other day we get to talk about civilization on a particular program done on VOS here at VOS TV, and we mentioned civilization, and we actually talked about the issue of divorce. And now things are coming up to even support it, or to support breakup. If I should break up with you tomorrow, I should have a sense of security or something like that. But my question for you, Rono, is we know that there are ups and downs in relationships and marriages. Yeah. So tell me, how does prenup actually solve any of these ups and downs?
Personally, I think if you're going to have a prenup, you should know your partner. Okay. Yeah. If you think your partner is emotionally clouded, you don't have a logic thinking, I don't think the partner might understand that, okay, this, you're telling me we should have a prenup, basically you're thinking we're going to get divorced, blah, 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 blah. But if you have a partner that is, should I say, logically understanding.
Yes, that is, has insights on that.
Yes, the person will understand that, okay, things might happen, things change with anything in time, people break up and everything. So the prenup now, if you have a prenup, if you sign a prenup, an agreement, and you decide, okay, we've decided that this is what we want to do. Some people might not take it lightly. Do you get? Some partners might not take it like, they might feel, okay, it's because we might want to break up later.
You want to break up with me later.
Yeah, or that kind of thing. But as time goes on, they should understand that, okay,
But does it give any form of leverage? Like the moment I know that I have prenup with a man, that means anything he does, I should just like, of course there's prenup, I can leave anytime.
There are certain, if you want to sign a prenup, you should know yourself, you should know what you're worth, basically. If your husband, if you know you have like family assets and basically like family investments and all of that, and your husband says, okay, your fiance rather says, okay, let's sign a prenup, you would agree. But if you know you're not worth anything and you know your husband is probably worth billions, basically, you might not want to, because you might feel, okay, if anything happens now, I'm getting nothing, and that kind of thing. That does not mean you should not work for yourself.
Okay. So what's the essence of this agreement in the first place? Because you were saying something about divorce and breaking up, and I was going to come back to you. And now, does prenup not encourage divorce?
Let me start with persons get married for various reasons, not necessarily love.
Wow.
Persons get married because, okay, they are comfortable with this person for social status, or maybe because, okay, this person is cool, they have the same ideologies. I don't necessarily love this person, you understand? They go into that marriage.
So is your partner aware?
Yes, both of them have to understand.
Carry on.
It's not like you are trying to play double games, or both of you don't love each other, you don't love yourself, but you go into that marriage because you just feel like it's transaction. I'm cool with you, you are cool with me, and then let's say because let's get this in our heads, prenup is not necessarily for persons that are rich, that are wealthy. Now more persons go have prenup based on what you said, financial security, or how this should go, you understand, based on their interest. So if persons are having this transactional marriage, or they don't really love each other, I feel to them they will want to have a prenup based on no personal issue, you understand, no interest violated or anything like that. So it will be easier for them to have this prenup, and both parties will not be hurt in case of a divorce, you understand?
Yes.
But for persons that really love themselves, I'm not sure I want to encourage a prenup, because in as much want to look at it from the logical point of view, marriage should not be taken from the point of it being logical. That should not even be a yardstick at all.
Exactly.
Because before you say you want to go into a marriage, or you want to marry this person, you know that yes, in as much as you love this person, there should be a base of understanding. And also, if you're saying you want to have a prenup, it's like giving this non-obvious approach that I don't trust you. You might want to like, okay, I want to go into this marriage based on, I want to see how this progresses.
Yeah.
So,
I would love Rona to actually comment on that.
I think prenup creates distrust instead.
Okay.
It creates distrust because though you want to have a prenup and your partner is not sure that, okay, why am I doing this if we're going to break up later? Though it's necessary, the partner might feel it's necessary, but if we're going to break up later, why even get married at all? Why probably start all these things? So you might feel this person does not really trust me enough. But I'm thinking, even if later we actually get a divorce or something, and you're thinking of your children and everything, I don't think it's necessary.
You don't think it's necessary, which is actually good. You spoke of financial security. Does prenup actually give financial security or coerce somebody to actually give up something he knows that he wouldn't have given up, but because there is some form of agreement, he has to give that up? Let's say, for example, now the man makes money, he's a billionaire, and the law permits the wife to take 30% and the man 70%. But because there's a prenup, 50-50, he didn't know that if I will make this much money over time, and he made the money, and now he wouldn't have loved to give up that huge amount, but he has to do it because there's a prenup. So does prenup actually give some form of security, or strip some persons of their privileges?
You mean the prenup?
The prenup, yes. Having the prenup.
I think having the prenup actually, if you're having a prenup, it's beneficial to you, because if you're having a prenup, if you're separating, this one goes with whatever he came with, this one should go with whatever she came with. Do you get?
But it's an agreement that can say that if we are going separate ways, we should have it 50-50.
No.
If you don't have a prenup and you're going separate ways, you have it 50-50. But if you have a prenup, if you came with different it's not 50-50.
It's not 50-50. You came with
whatever.
And a compliance.
You go with what you came with.
Exactly.
You go with what you came with. But let's not forget that prenup actually let me not say contradicts, but it's like supreme to whatever the constitution has provided for married or separated couples.
Yes.
Let's say because it's possible, let's say we agreed on, if we separate, we are sharing our properties 50-50. And I know that I'm the one that is coming with more of the money and resources. So when you break up at that moment, you have to give that 50% to her. Do you think that is even necessary to even do in the first place?
You're actually getting it wrong.
That is twisted.
So, if you don't have a prenup,
yes,
whatever the cost is, meaning that in course of the divorce, you understand, the woman gets to take a certain percentage and stuff like that, child support.
But in prenup,
once you sign prenup, she's not getting anything.
She's not getting anything.
There might be some things that they might share, but no.
Thank you. That's where you are coming now. Okay.
It's so meager that you just like there's nothing we can, because if I was $200 billion, and woman worth maybe $5 million, $10 million, you understand? Before we get married, after the divorce, I go with my $200 billion.
Yes.
You go. The other person goes with
her 10 million. Yeah.
Yes, there is some part that maybe.
So you are telling that no form of contract is being signed that will give whatever you sign in your prenup should be like, if I am with you for this, it controls actually what you live with.
Exactly.
Yes.
So if you are saying there is no form of agreement where whatever we work for should be 50-50, I don't think that's true.
If we work together,
they'll
share it. That's what I'm saying. So in that marriage now that they have worked, and then they brought their resources together, and you know that you were the one that actually worked more for it.
Okay.
In the course of marriage, wouldn't it pain you to just give it up?
I feel this is it's logical, because if I now have a prenup with you, is that I'm having at the back of my mind that I might have a divorce with you. Do you understand?
Okay.
Yeah. And if we work together in the course of marriage, surely we'll have to share it 50-50. I'm not sure I want to work 80% and you will work 20%.
Yeah. Oh, really? What if you have a job and then your job is not paying you as much as it's paying your husband?
Trust me, that's not it.
You don't want to see it. You don't want to see it. You don't want to see it.
There are couples that have businesses. Do you understand?
Sure.
And they work as partners. The man will have like maybe maybe they did it 50%, or the woman has shares of maybe 20% of the company, the man has 50%. Do you understand? You can't tell because maybe the man is wanting when they get divorced, the man takes everything. No, you go with what you earn. I go with what I earn. It's in that prenup.
Okay. Now, before we wrap up the show, we were talking about divorce just now. Does it, at the long run, unite these people together, or does it make you look forward to something that I would leave anytime soon?
It depends on both parties, though.
Okay.
If you actually understand yourselves and you decide to take that prenup, then you understand that, okay, this is what we're in for. But if you don't understand yourself, and probably you might be naive enough to sign a prenup probably at a young age or something, and probably later you get married after years and years and years and you want to separate and everything, and you realize I'm living with nothing.
Before you sign a prenup, you understand, it might not be the initiator.
Okay.
You should know the pros and cons that come with having a prenup.
Yes, there are benefits actually, and there are also disadvantages.
And if you are comfortable with it, you need to study well and know what you're up for or up against. If you know that you can cope with having this prenup or anything, you can go for it. Whatever comes out of it, be it positive or negative, you have yourself to clap for or blame. You should know that. You understand?
Do I sense that you are never going to have a prenup? Am I sensing that?
Well, we never can tell.
Because I know Benahi, you are capable of doing. Let me not say you're capable of doing anything, but you can change your mind anytime.
Exactly, because I know that I can change my mind. Why opt for something that is so rigid? I don't like anything that is rigid.
That's true. That's something that you can't actually bend anytime soon, and then you have regrets. Yes, I have regrets.
If you are going to have a prenup, my dear, research about it.
Okay.
Know what you're up against. Yes. If you are comfortable with it, go for it. If you are not, talk to your partner. I'm not a gold digger. A gold digger will not tell another person I'm a gold digger. But I'm all cool with this.
Okay.
That might be a deal breaker to a relationship, but you are free and you are in the right to say that I'm all cool with this agreement.
Okay, all right. Now, Rono, your last words on the show, please.
Yeah. So basically, I think, like I've said before, it depends on the couple. Me personally, I will not have a prenup.
Okay.
I don't think I would have.
Stated.
Yeah, it has
that
I don't think I would have a prenup. Okay. No, it's not necessary for me, basically, because anything can happen. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us on this show. Hope you enjoyed our conversations for today. But the conversation doesn't actually have to end here. Just go to the comment section, lay out your comment, and let us get to know. You might not even know. That might actually spring up another conversation that we have to talk about on this show. Follow us on all our social media platforms at VOS TV Nigeria. That is on Instagram and Facebook, and then on YouTube, VOS TV News. Thank you so much for being a part of this show. I am Regina Gemome. Until I come your way next time, do have a lovely day.